The zodiac signs that have the invisible gift to heal. There are people beside whom the pain subsides, the heart calms, and the soul seems to be finding its way back. They are neither doctors nor magicians, but they have an invisible gift that changes everything around them. Their energy heals without words. Their presence, it restores faith even to those who have long since lost it. This is neither a coincidence nor a coincidence. It's a power given to certain zodiac signs capable of healing, not only the body, but also the soul. Today, you will discover which of them carries this within them. A special inner flame that soothes the pain of others. Each of them possesses its own form of energy, gentle, profound, healing. Some act through words, others through touch or sight. But they all have one thing in common, the ability to transform the pain of others brought to light. Stay with me, subscribe, and you'll discover what a sign possesses this truly invisible gift of healing, impossible to falsify or remove. First, Gemini sign. In a world where people want to be heard, Geminis have a unique power. It's quite different. They heal not with words, but with the way those words are used. They resonate. Their voices can relieve tension, restore inner balance, and give back self-confidence. It's neither magic nor witchcraft. It's a natural gift that. This is manifested in Geminis by their ability to feel the pain of others more deeply. That the lure. He notices when a person is silent but their eyes are crying out for help. And it is at this precise moment that their energy begins to act gently but inevitably. Geminis are capable of transforming the chaos of thoughts into harmony. They don't heal with medication, but with meaning. The person next to them suddenly feels that the weight on his heart will disappear on its own. This is explained by the fact that Gemini possesses the rare ability to break down pain into several parts, to find its source and to replace it with a new perspective. Their minds function as an instrument, precise, fast, analytical, but also delicate. Their strength lies in the words they use. They choose intuitively. A single sentence can completely change a person. They don't exert pressure, they don't impose, they don't moralize. They help find a way out where there seems to be no solution. To have none. And even if their interlocutor is unaware of it, after speaking with the Gemini, he feels like something has fallen into place in his life. This gift even works at a distance. Even through a message, a call, or a brief encounter, Geminis transmit part of their lightness. Their spirit is like fresh air, without any trace of negativity. That's why people are so drawn to them. They're unforgettable. Because after being in contact with them, one feels a sense of relief as if something inside he had purified himself from us. But the power of this sign is not manifested only in words. They have another characteristic. They are like an energy mirror. They are capable of capturing the state of another person and readjust it. If sadness reigns around them, it fades away. In a matter of minutes. If fear is present, it subsides. If anger is present, it loses of its strength. Their presence changes the atmosphere. This happens effortlessly because of their energy is naturally oriented towards harmonization. Geminis rarely realize how much their influence is powerful. They can simply tell a story, joke, share their observations and thus heal souls. Their mind is an antenna that picks up the frequencies of their other people's emotions, and when they speak, it's like a purifying flow. They don't have no need for rituals or special techniques. Well, their natural way of thinking is already therapy. Their gift also manifests itself in their ability to transform pain into knowledge. They do not let suffering be in vain. Even their own experience, which has what was once painful, they transform into words that reside within others. That is why Gemini often become mentors, psychologists, writers, communicators, people through which healing energy flows. They naturally understand that the human soul is not darkness, but a confusing mosaic that can be reassembled. If someone cries on their side, they will find the right tone to stop her tears. If someone has lost hope, they will tell a story that will restore her faith in the future. And even when they don't have instead of a ready-made answer, their mere presence is already soothing. Because what they bring before it's all about the feeling that you're not alone. Gemini heals without promising miracles. They make the person understand that they are already strong, that their pain does not determine their future. They are not afraid of the tears of others because they know they have a purifying effect. That's why it's always easier to breathe when you're with them. Their invisible strength makes no noise. It acts silently but effectively. And when Gemini takes aware that they can consciously direct this energy, they become a force incredible. They don't just help, they change lives. Because their gift is not something ephemeral, but but a profound understanding of human nature that requires no proof. Their hands, their eyes, their voices, everything about them carries the energy of balance. And that's why those who have encountered Gemini never remain the same. They emerge from this slightly lighter, calmer, more vibrant contact. The invisible gift of Gemini, it is not simply empathy, it is the ability to awaken a person's true self. And so, without even meaning to, they become the ones who bring back the light to where it seemed to have disappeared. The second sign is the lion. There are people who heal through compassion and there are those who heal by force. The lion belongs to the second category. Its energy is not gentle, it is powerful. The lion does not allow people to feel sorry for themselves. Fate. It forces them to remember their dignity. Its presence is like a flame that illuminates the darkness, but which at the same time compels us to move forward. And that is precisely where it lies. His invisible gift of healing. When a person finds themselves next to the lion, they begin to feel different. Her back straightens, her gaze becomes more confident, and her thoughts clearer. His energy is not transmitted through words, but through example. The lion does not heal, he awakens. He reminds others who they truly are, even if they have long since forgotten. The lion, he never adapts to the weaknesses of others, but that is precisely how he helps them to overcome them. It forces one to face life without illusions and to find strength within oneself. Inner strength. Its strength lies not in aggression but in the stability that heals confusion. By its side, we begin to believe in our own abilities. The lion's gift manifests itself through action. It is not content with just sympathy. He teaches action. His presence dispels apathy. His words awaken willpower. His confidence is contagious. It's not warmth, but a purifying fire. After having communicated with him, even the most weary people find in him the strength to act. It combines two currents, pride and nobility. The lion will not let you give up. Even if the situation seems hopeless. He may be abrupt, but that's precisely the point. Which is part of its healing power. It cuts unhealthy attachments, breaks the illusions, force us to face the truth. For only after that does the real renewal. Its energy has the property of nourishing. The people around it often have they feel they can do more than they thought possible. They begin to take decisions they previously avoided. Her confidence acts as an antidote to fear. And even if he says nothing, his gaze already conveys strength. Lions have the ability to heal. Even through their silence. Their calm is contagious. Their self-confidence is so powerful that it is passed on to others. When a lion looks at a person, it doesn't see their weakness but its potential. And it is precisely this gaze that becomes a mirror in which the person begins to see itself in a new way. Its invisible gift is to awaken dignity. Where the others offer comfort, the lion restores strength. Where others pity, he reminds them of victory. These words may seem harsh to you, but they are followed by a strange sense of relief. For the lion offers no saving illusion. He reveals the truth, and the truth is best. Remedy. When a person loses their sense of purpose in life, the lion helps them find their voice. When they lose, he trusts her, he encourages her to believe in herself. When she gives up, he simply stands there, at her side, and changes the atmosphere around her with his energy. Everything he does has an underlying meaning. You are strong, hold your head high. And this underlying meaning, it works better than any medicine. Her gift is not tenderness, but trust. Not silence, but presence. And that is why lions heal not the body, but the mind. Their energy gives people back the desire to live, to act, to create. They are capable of rising to the challenge. Even those who have long since resigned themselves to their weakness, their strength resides in their burning hearts. They do not fear the pain of others because they know it is a source of strength. And when a lion looks at a person, it doesn't see a problem but a path. And this awakens the lion's side. Even the darkest souls begin to shine because he carries it. He is the light, not to comfort, but to change, his invisible gift and his ability to ignite the spark that marks the beginning of renewal. And all those who have felt this fire will no longer be never the people they were before meeting the lion. Third sign, Sagittarius. There is people who defy description with ordinary words. He seems to radiate a serenity capable of melting away pain, dissipating tension, and restoring a sense of calm. Of inner light. That's exactly what Sagittarius is. Someone who heals unconsciously. Others by the power of their mind. They have an invisible gift that works not through touch or not through words, but through the energy of their presence. When a Sagittarius is there, even the air seems purer and clearer thoughts. They are not doctors in the usual sense of the word, but their presence acts like a powerful elixir. Sagittarius is able to read the pain of others at a level that defies all logical explanation. He can see when someone is depressed, even if that person is smiling. Their intuition works like a scanner that picks up on the nuances, the most subtle of emotions, but above all, he does not react with pity. He radiates a strength and inner strength that gives others the feeling that everything can change. Her energy is like a fire. It doesn't burn, but warms and awakens. It's a fire that lifts up even those who have fallen. Spiritually, the gift of Sagittarius lies in its ability to see the meaning in each person. When others lose hope, he finds the path to healing. These words are often the trigger for the healing of the soul. His gaze is like a mirror in which a person doesn't see his weakness, but his dormant potential. He can touch the shoulder and thus relieve it, the burden the person had been carrying for years. And even if they are not aware of it, their energy operates at a level that transcends all psychology or medicine. Sagittarius possesses a special ability to heal the mind. Her presence dispels fears, doubts, obsessive thoughts. When he is there, the space seems to purify itself and the chaos disappears. People understand that by his side, they can breathe, allow themselves to be themselves. It is in this honesty that healing is born, not through advice, but through a state of trust. Sometimes a brief conversation with a Sagittarius is enough to fall asleep. A night without heavy thoughts for the first time in a long time. His gift acts not only on it affects the soul as well as the body. It can bring such profound peace that it relieves pain. Often even animals sense his energy. They are drawn to him, seeking his warmth because there is harmony within him. Nature responds to his state. Birds can perch nearby. Of him, the flowers seem to be blooming instead. This ability isn't magic. It's a natural form of connection with the world that Sagittarius uses unconsciously. But the one who having such a gift often comes at a high price. Sagittarians absorb the pain of others and it transforms into light. Sometimes it seems to him that he is exhausted, but then a new strength born from the depths of his being. In moments of solitude, he does not flee from silence because that's where its energy is renewed. It recharges as if it were drawing its energy from the stars. In the breath of the wind, in the movement of the sky. When Sagittarius embraces someone, the offenses disappear. When he looks into your eyes, doubt vanishes. His energy is not always gentle. Sometimes, it awakens through pain, breaks the old to set free the voice to the new. But even in its most acute frankness, there is a curative effect. It does not don't let yourself be consumed by pity or fear, but compel us to move forward where the renewal. The gift of Sagittarius is an invisible flame that brings to the world without even realizing it. His power lies in the number of people he has already saved from inner darkness. Not in his ability to heal with his hands, but in his ability to remind others of their own healing powers. For all those who have ever felt the presence of Sagittarius know that this person is not simply by their side. They renew them from within, giving them back life is given back to everything that seemed lost. The fourth sign is Cancer. There are people who don't need grand speeches about healing. Their gentleness, their touch, even their silence are already a therapy. Cancer is one of those whose ability to be cured has no fixed form, but which has enormous strength. Its energy works like invisible hands that envelop warmth, restoring a sense of security to souls. People are drawn to it without even to understand why. Simply by her side, the pain subsides. The Cancer feels the pain of others, not in his head, but in his whole body. If someone is suffering, he sees his side of it as his own wound. But unlike the others, he doesn't run away. Its internal mechanism works differently. It absorbs the negative, dissolving it in its compassion and transforms it into calm. It is not a sacrifice, but a natural ability to restoring balance. That's where her gift lies. Deeply emotional, yet extremely practical. When Cancer falls silent, the world becomes calmer. Its gaze has a soothing effect on the soul-searing. He makes no promises, doesn't say everything will be all right, but his presence this in itself means that everything will truly be all right. His home is a healing space, where the atmosphere is purified of all anxiety. Even the smell of the air changes. People often don't want to leave because they feel that by his side, they can simply to be themselves without fear, without a mask. Cancer is capable of healing through the energy of his heart. His hands are made for embracing, supporting, warming. He carries within him a strength quiet yet powerful, the ability to inspire confidence, not through words, but through his actions. When he takes care of someone, it's not a duty, it's his way of being. He can make tea, cover with a blanket, listen, and all of this becomes a remedy. After communicating with him, people begin to breathe more deeply, to sleep more peacefully, and stress-related illnesses fade away. Her energy is like water, supple, gentle yet powerful. It can cleanse any wound, even one that seems old and incurable. However, this same energy makes him vulnerable. He absorbs pain like a sponge, and therefore needs time to recover. And it is in solitude, in silence, at the edge of the water that heals him in order to restore the balance of the world. Cancer doesn't like drama, but he knows human pain in its finest nuances. He understands when someone is afraid if he asks for help and provides it without a word. His method is gentle yet precise. He can relieve the emotional weight of a single look, a single word, or even a joke that lightens the atmosphere at the right time. His gift demands no gratitude. He simply cannot do otherwise. In a world where everyone is running somewhere, Cancer is what brings others back to a feeling of home. Its invisible healing power lies in creating a space where the soul can relax, where there's no need to prove one's strength. Its gift is energy of acceptance. And it is precisely this acceptance that heals even those who, for a time, have been for years they couldn't trust anyone. When he's there, people start crying. No, not sadness, but relief, because for the first time in a long time, they feel that they are not alone. Cancer doesn't promise miracles, but its influence is a miracle. In an ordinary form. He reminds us that love is the most powerful remedy. That's why her energy always finds its way to those who have lost themselves in their own pain, giving them back what they hold most dear, the faith that healing is still possible if there is at least one person who understands without a word.